Most brands start with a business plan, a strategy. But every so often, you find one that starts with a story. A brand that's really built on a foundation of philanthropy, of purpose, and a really deep legacy of giving back. Today, we're going to dive into the story of Aumani, and it all begins with this incredible act of gratitude.
So it all kicks off with this really powerful moment. This is something that was actually said to Dr. Rosario, who's the founder's mother. A patient's mother wanted to pay for free medical care with 6 eggs. It was literally all she had. And that deep, profound sense of appreciation from the community, well, that became the emotional bedrock for everything that came next.
So, to really understand Aumani, you have to start right here, with this legacy of giving. This isn't just some marketing backstory. It's the fundamental why that really fuels the entire brand. Yeah, this is not a new thing. We're talking more than 15 years ago, Dr. Rosario started setting up these education centers in the Dominican Republic, paying for it all herself. And her son, Baden, he wasn't just watching from a distance. No, he was right there, going door to door to round up kids for class, seeing the impact with his own eyes. Aumani was basically born from this need to create a sustainable way to keep that incredible work going and to help it grow. And that brings us to the founder, Baden. Now, he's based in Toronto, but his connection to the work in the Dominican Republic is, as you can imagine, super personal. He gets down there whenever he can to stay involved, and Aumani itself is really the bridge that lets him support that mission, even from afar. Okay, so now that we've got that powerful why established, let's look at the how. How does Aumani take this legacy of giving and turn it into a real, tangible vision? Well, it all starts with a philosophy they call ornamental living. And it's this really beautiful idea that our homes, our spaces, can be so much more than just functional. They can be sanctuaries. It's a philosophy that weaves together intentional design, sacred geometry, and purposeful giving, all to encourage this lifestyle of beauty and mindfulness. This whole philosophy is built on 4 core pillars: mindfulness, gratitude, abundance, and well-being. And you can totally see how each one ties directly back to that origin story, right? The gratitude of the community, the abundance of spirit, the focus on well-being. These are not just buzzwords. They're clearly the DNA of the entire brand. And get this. The name Aumani itself pretty much sums up the whole philosophy. It's such a clever fusion of 2 big ideas. You have Aum, the sacred symbol for universal consciousness, and ornament, the physical, handcrafted object designed to channel that energy into your space. It's the spiritual and the physical all wrapped up in one word. So, that brings us to the what, the ornament itself. And this isn't just a product, it's really the physical manifestation of Aumani's entire vision. It's designed with this incredible level of intention, right down to the tiniest detail. But okay, it's a fair question, right? How can a physical object actually do that? Channel spiritual energy? Well, the answer is all in its incredibly thoughtful and purposeful design, which all starts with the ancient symbol it's literally built around. So the Aum symbol, you can think of it like a map of consciousness. You've got the waking state, that's the big lower curve. The dream state is the middle curve. And the unconscious, deep sleep state is the upper curve. Then there's that crescent, which represents the veil of illusion that kind of separates us from the final piece, the dot, which is pure enlightenment. Now this is where the ornament's design just comes alive. You put a special backflow incense cone on top, and the smoke, it doesn't rise. It actually cascades down through the Aum symbol. It starts at that dot of enlightenment and literally flows through all the other states of consciousness. It's this stunning visual metaphor for enlightenment being made accessible to all of us, right here, right now. And the intention just keeps going deeper. Each ornament is handcrafted from renewable acacia wood, which means every single piece has that unique human touch. The design itself actually uses the golden ratio, that principle of sacred geometry you see all over in nature, which gives it this amazing sense of balance and harmony. I mean, the level of detail goes down to the smallest angles. For instance, the holder for stick incense, it's set at exactly 105 degrees. And that number was not picked at random. In numerology, it's angel number 105, which resonates with energies of abundance and truth. It's like infusing every little ritual with another hidden layer of meaning. So this whole philosophy, it's not just about a product. It's about building a community.
Let's take a look at how Aumani invites you to actually join in on the journey. Their loyalty program, Tranquil Rewards, is a perfect example of this. Of course, you earn points for purchases and referrals. That's pretty standard. But look at this. You get double or even quadruple points for making direct donations to their community outreach. It's a brilliant way to tie your own engagement with the brand directly back to its core mission of giving. So what's the deal right now? Well, you can get the Ornament Serenity Kit and their free ebook guide to incense. And what's really exciting is what's on the horizon. They're planning to launch a full line of bespoke, hand-rolled incense so you can always keep your sanctuary feeling fresh. You know, Aumani provides the tools and the philosophy, but in the end, they turn the question back to you. The brand is really an invitation. It's a call to live with more intention, to find gratitude, and to build those small moments of peace into your everyday life. So the real question is, how will you create your sanctuary?